Yep. Okay. Hasbro Henchman. Yeah, we finally here. Plastic free packaging. 6-inch Marvel Legend figure. $32. I repeat, $32. Hasbro, you gotta relax. Okay, let's get it. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Sean from Collector's Closet, coming at you with another review. And today we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Iron Spider. We finally here. If you haven't had a chance to check out my Fortnite Meowsu's Ghost with the plastic-free packaging, yeah, we here. 6-inch Marvel Legend figure. Minimum accessories. $32. My Hasbro henchman. I'm gonna need you to call up Hasbro and tell them they need to relax. They gotta relax. But anyway, yeah, like I said, $32. I believe, no, this is not a Target exclusive, but this is where I picked mine up at Target. Saw a couple of them on shelf. Grabbed one. Price checked. $31.49. I repeat, $31.49. But no plastic window. I could go on about the problems and issues that I have with that. Now, if you're ordering from online retailers, you're good to go for the most part. But if you're catching these things in Target, your Walmarts, and wherever else they sell these figures, it can become an issue. I'm not going to dive into it right now, but like I said before, I wish that they were still doing, or that they were at least doing what they were doing at first with the Fortnite Victory Royale series by Hasbro, where they gave you a little bit of a window. That way you can see the figure. Hell, even if, I know with the Transformers, they have the no plastic and it's just open. You can, see the figure. Yeah, you can touch it, but hell, I'd rather you be able to touch it with dirty fingers and germs. The way I get it home, I could wipe that thing down, stop the spread, prevent the spread. But this no window view on the new packaging. Not feeling it. Not feeling it at all, dog. I gotta relax. But you get a 3D render showcase at Iron Spider. And the packages are the box is a lot slimmer, narrower, I should say. But you'll see why. On the side, another 3D render. On the back, you get a 3D render of the figure and the accessories, which is a set of whipping hands, and that's about it. Shit is crazy. On the side, you get some dope ass artwork of Iron Spider. On the top, Spider-Man 60 Amazing Years, just pretty dope. On the bottom, you get a bunch of bullshit. And on the back, at the bottom, a bunch of bullshit. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, we do all unboxes live, raw, uncut, no editing allowed. So, let me get my handy dandy Sergeant Slaughter Army Green knife. Watch the flick of the wrist. Bong. And we're going to dive right into this. Now, I was saying before, you're not going to be able to tell if somebody peeled the tape and replaced the tape or whatever the case is and, swap the figure out. With the, hell, I mean, you go on no plastic, no window. I mean, who cares to keep the box? If you're an inbox collector, you really probably not going to keep the box because you keep the box so you can showcase the figure that's inside with the window. It should do like the Legos where it has that push and pull system on their packaging. That way you will know if it's been tampered with or not. Hasbro, if you're paying attention, maybe you should check into doing that, or go back to a small plastic window, because I mean, it's recycled. It's recyclable. Just like the box is, just like the cardboard is. It's recyclable. So I don't understand that shit. If you see, I'm gonna do it again. I hate to be beating a dead horse, but you get the recycle sign right here on the plastic. But whatever. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open. Sorry about that, fellas. I know I say no editing allowed, but I had to take care of something real quick. Anyway, let's crack it open. And we're going to experience this together to show you how this comes packaged in. If you have not seen, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen reviews already. If you watch your minds, you've probably seen reviews on the new packaging, but had to give my little spiel, my thoughts, and plus we do our unboxes live here. You heard? Got some tape at the bottom. Bong. And this is how it comes. Check this out. Just slide it out. Oh, man, this is just cardboard on top of cardboard. So get your paperwork, file it to the side, and get some tape. And this, so the arms just come in the cardboard like so. So we're going to remove that. The figure comes in this weird cardboard setup. As you can see, just slide them down and out of it. I think it's weird how they got this in here, man. Not gonna lie to you. It's like a chore. I mean, I could just go and rip it all out, but I'm trying to do it as easy as I can for those who may want to put it back in here and for whatever reason, I don't know, but we're gonna file that. Figure comes in a plastic wax bag like so. Pull him out. There's a figure. And we're gonna talk about this, man. It's filed a box as well. And the accessories, which are just a set of hands, come in that same wax bag as the figure. File that. Now, me personally, for $31.49, they gotta relax for real. But we're gonna go into more depth or detail as to why I say that. I don't consider this shit here accessories, because it's part of the actual figure. That's what makes Iron Spider, right? So I don't really count this as an accessory. More plastic, yeah, okay, but whatever. Also, if you weren't getting this shit, I think the new price is going up from $24.99. That's what the Marvel Legends are costing now. I think they're going to like $26.99 or $27.99 or some shit like that. Man, this shit's crazy, yo. For this, man. Anyway, let's go over the accessories. You get 3 legs or arms done in a goldish plastic, which looks all right. It's a nice little shimmer to it. You can see some flaking in it. They are articulated, so you don't get an articulation here. You get one here, a hinge there, nothing here, and a hinge here. Man, and the peg and hinge here at the base. Not gonna go that hard on it right now. And you get a pair of thwip hands done in that candy apple red plastic. Looks like a little bit, yeah, there's definitely a little bit of flaking in there. And those are on those horizontal hinges. And that's it for accessories. So bring your helmet in close. Man, it's done okay. It's all right. Not a big fan of the mode per se. Yeah, we got the new technology as far as the pinless double elbows and knees. The gold is done fairly well. I think that gold is painted on. It does not match this gold at all. They probably should have painted this as well. I don't know. I mean, you probably don't want it painted because it can chip easily. I don't know. But the paint on the chest is done pretty good. It does carry up. There is a difference in the crotch, in the chest area, the torso area, in the crotch area is different plastic. So it looks completely different than the arms and legs. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up, but it is noticeable. The plastic for the arms and legs, man, is pretty good. The torso area, it's that swirly like plastic. But you get the gold on the forearms. Here's the piece where the legs or the arms peg into. Gold on the shoulders. Looks pretty good. The face is done really good. The head sculpt is done pretty good. And the boots, that nice gold flake. And there's like some flake and shine to the gold. But there's his feet. Overall, man, it looks pretty good. Not a big fan of this mold, but looks like I got some separation going on here in the thigh area. Whatever. But we're just doing a roundabout. I mean, he's on shine mode for sure. Like that candy apple red is popping for sure. So let's go ahead and port these in like so. I probably should have went over articulation first, but we're going to do it together just to see how this hinders his articulation or how heavy it makes him, if it makes him heavy at all. There's that. They do swivel and hinge and all of that, but let's get this one turned out. Let's get that one up. There we go. And he stands pretty good with it, surprisingly. So the head is on a ball hinge, so he can look up very well. Looking down, he can look down, bury his chin into his chest, which I'll do like that. Of course, you get rotation. You get just a little bit of tilt. I wish that was on a double ball. Of course, you know me. I would love to see a double ball. Hell, I would even love to see the neck on a ball joint. But that's not what we get. The arms. Let's move that out the way. You get your standard T-pose, which is pretty good. You do have a butterfly joint, and the paint does carry on to that butterfly joint. So going back, you can get it to go back quite a bit. Coming forward, Get some crossbody action. I do appreciate that. So that's pretty good. Of course, you get your rotation forward and back. You have bicep swivel. Your, like I said, double jointed pinless elbows, and you do get great range out of that. The elbow is not broken up too bad. It looks pretty good, actually, in my opinion. That looks good. Great range. I do like that. That's pretty good. Fists, hands come on in the package, so you get rotation there, and it is on a horizontal in and out hinge. And this is why I said that Morph Shredder, that Power Rangers TMNT Morph Shredder was in the runnings for one of Hasbro's best figures of the year, to me personally. We get the ab crunch, which only gets them about that much. Leaning back, only about that much. And check out how it looks. Let's smooth this out the way. It looks crazy terrible, bro. Now, why they couldn't give him the ab cut and the inverted ab crunch? He would have got better range. He would have been on a ball. And this is where here's one of my pet peeves. That waist cut. That is ugly as shit. I hate when they do this, man. Look at it. Look how flat that surface is. I'm trying to get this to focus, man. You see that? I hate that, man. Put it on a damn ball joint. I hate that joint. I wish they'd do away with it. Look how crazy that looks, man. Do you see it now? That looks terrible. I mean, $31.49, people. Remember, we're paying 30 out the door, 33. I mean, call it $35. I mean, what are you gonna do with a couple dollars? Get you some Starbucks. Barely can't even get some Starbucks. Walking out of Target. I hate that waist cut. The leg does. There is no drop down, but the leg does. You get great range going forward, so that's pretty cool. Going back, not so much, but it's okay. It's going back. Going out. Oh, man. It's not bad, but it's Spider-Man. Why can't he do splits? I don't get it, man. Get thigh cut. Thigh cut's a thigh cut. That's pretty good. Your double jointed knees, and mine is kind of stuck. Great range on the double jointed pinless knee, and the knee looks good. I love that. That's one thing I do like. There's not the big cutouts, right? So I like that. And he gets nice range out of it. And as far as the ankle, you do have, actually you have a boot cut. I'll check that out. Boot cut, and it's done pretty good. The way the boots is sculpted on, and it's not just painted. This is actually sculpted on. You see it? Kudos to Hasbro for that. Now I want them to come with that same energy, period, with all the figures. I do have some goofy like chipping on his shoe here, if you could see that. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but just bull crap, but whatever. But the foot does hinges down that far. Good range, goes all the way up, and of course you ain't beating that Hasbro ankle pivot. So now that we got that out the way, you don't get any other alternate hands. Like, I feel he should have came with a set of now he's being back heavy because of the way I got these positioned, I guess. A set of wall crawling hands to get them in certain poses. feel like something's loose. I mean, he can stand. Get it focused. There he is. So, like I said, man, you get the rotation down at the bottom, at the base. You get rotation and it hinges in and out. Your next hinge, it skips every other hinge point. So this one doesn't have it. This one does. This one doesn't have it. This one does. I feel they should have probably gave us a hinge at each point, right? But we don't. And he comes with a pair of thwip hands, which I get. He's Spider-Man, but you don't get any web effects. At least if you would have gave us, the raw crawling hands, we could have got them in some dope ass poses, especially with these kind of arms. Speaking of, let's see what we can do. I'm not that good, but I like to try. And this is where I go into just play mode for the most part. Test to see how good I can get. What kind of pose I can get that looks crazy as hell. Usually I'll be doing this behind the camera, like for some, let's see, man. I kind of wanted them to be crouched down, right? Like, almost like in a, let's see. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Kind of wanted to, but see, I don't have the crawling hands, man. So it ain't gonna look too good. But as far as like articulation, I mean, the guy is very well articulated. Cross body, like, look at that. Like, you can get great range and posability out of this dude. See if I can get him to hold this. And he can actually hold it even with all that shit that's on him. Check that out. Falls over, but I mean, he can hold it. He definitely is holding it. And the arms aren't touching the ground. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let me mess with these arms a little bit. Let's get that there. Let's swivel that a little bit like so. There he is. Get the fist. Looks pretty good, man. Now, takeaways from this is $32. They are heading in the right direction. I do like the quality of the plastic. The torso area is a different plastic than the legs and arms because you get the swirliness in that torso area. I would love to see a double ball for the neck. I do. I don't know. I mean, I like the range that you get with the ball hinge because he's able to crunch down or crunch in and get his head all the way back. The butterfly joints are A1. They're solid. Look at the crossbody action you could get. He balances very, very well. I do appreciate that. They take some good engineering, so I appreciate that. Other than the ball at the waist and the double ball for the neck, I think this thing is pretty solid, man. I was going in ready to kind of like bash, not necessarily bash the figure, but I was looking for some looking at for some issues because of the price point, the price hike. But I've always said, if you give us dope figures, dope articulation, you standardize the technology like they did here with the double pinless elbows and knees, and not just throwing us reuse parts. They kind of mix in the reuse, I'm pretty sure. But I always said, man, if you give us those things, I wouldn't mind spending a little bit more money. And I gotta eat my words now. Anyway, we're gonna do a size comparisons. If you watch my channel, man, once I get figures put in a pose, I tend to keep it that way because that's how it's gonna be on my shelf, as well as the thumbnail. So here he is with Black Panther in a similar type crouching position. He's a lot more crouched down, and he can hold it. It's amazing, man. The articulation on him is fucking amazing. Those how those guys scale. And, you know, man, I'm just bringing shit out, man, so you can check it out. Like I said, man, this is up to being one of the best figures, in my opinion, by Hasbro. That's that Morph Shredder. And let me get some. There we go. Those two look very good together. I like the gold that they're working with now. This is a lot more shinier gold than what's on Iron Spider-Man, but they complement each other very well. Can't have a size comparison without bringing out my boy Major Blood. You already know what it is, man. My boy Major Blood, man, in building. And Iron Spider ready to take on shit. Let's get my girl Riri. And you know what? That's crazy. Let's check this out. Because she's in a similar type. Her red is a lot more brighter. The golds are damn near, I think they're damn near the same gold. So that's pretty dope. Right? Okay. Since we're talking about gold, let's get them out next to one of my favorites, Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. Check out the gold. Look how my boy is crouched down. There's that. Let's see. Let me get him out here next to the retro carded Gung Ho. See how those guys look together. It's pretty cool. Dig it. Said I dig, so I dug it. There's Destro. That's the retro carded Destro. Got the silver head. So those guys look together. Let me see. Try something a little bit different. Or bring out something a little bit different. Well, not necessarily different, right? I don't have that time to go and get other shit. But hold on. I got stuff tumbling in the background. Bear with me. Bear with your boy. Let's get him next to Love and Thunder, Thor. And that's how those guys scale. I got another, you know what? Let's check something out. I want to see something real quick because I got that Web Man, that retro carded Web Man. Let's see how these guys look together. There's the retro carded Web Man. And if I'm not mistaken, Web Man looks to be a lot bigger than him. Even in this crouching position. I kind of went in on this figure, but It's pretty cool. It's alright. I guess it's alright. It's just since we're talking about this red and gold, I think this is gonna look pretty dope. Let's bring out that Iron Man, the Infinity Saga Iron Man, and his red looks to be a lot more brighter. Not as bright as Riri's. As you can tell, the different reds, they are that glossy, nice shine. The golds tend to be all about the exact same. I think this is pretty dope right here. Anyway, there's your look at the Marvel Legends Iron Spider-Man. Picked mine up at Target. Like I said, man, $31.49 Hasbro. You gotta relax. But it is what it is. Spawn on the throne in the background. Here to help rate them. And I say it's a definite buy, man. Hey, you can't ask for a company to hit certain things for you, man, and they hit it, you know, and you not have to pay for it. You dig? It's like that, man, nowadays. Whether I agree with it or not, it is what it is. Anyway, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel or don't. It's up to you guys, man. Like, comment, and share. I really appreciate it. And you guys know my saying. It's your boy Sean. And I'm out. 1.